So when you think about your relationship with Sway, what was working in the beginning?
That was my best friend, you know. So a lot of people, well, everybody knows this story, but I met her at the Baddie South premiere because I live in Houston, and it was like love at first sight. I'm gonna be honest, you know. I think for both of us at the time where we were and what we had experienced and been through. So she pointed me out in the club. I'm looking at her. She told me then, you are going to be my girlfriend.
I remember y'all saying that.
the days that followed, we was attached at the hip.
Yeah.
But that we were just best friends at first. And I feel like once you get them feelings involved and emotions and past life and things like that, now we're losing sight of our friendship. Mm-hmm. We used to go eat for days, you know, for hours, just talk. But now we out, somebody snap a picture, send it to this person. I vividly remember stuff like that to where it's like, now their opinions on us. It was just too many outsides.
Yeah.
Outside.
Were at, not our prime.
Yeah.
But she was on the top. So I'll never discredit her for that. She made Baddie South what it is. And say she made it pop off, no matter if people make fun, whatever. I'm not going to speak on the situation, but that's what made it pop off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Her and the other girl. So,
yeah.
And I had just, I think, I was doing something at the time. I don't remember. It seems like all a blur right now, but I had just done something cool too. So it was like, we're both here.
Yeah.
And everybody wants to tear you down. And they did it.
Yeah.
Tore it down though.
It's when y'all both are like influential. Y'all both. So hold up. So you think it was like outside people that kind of.
Yeah, it was. But at the same time.
Or insecurities too?
I was going to say that. Because even if somebody tells you something about your relationship, right? Like I don't know. I think you and your I don't want to be rude. It's fiance or girl?
My wife.
Oh, your wife.
I have a fiance.
It's amazing. I'm like, one of you guys has a girl, fiance wife.
Yeah.
No,
nah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I follow both of y'all and I'm like, y'all have a foundation. But imagine if people could tell you anything about your wife and your fiance and y'all believe it.
Right.
The reason we started so fast that we didn't know each other.
Right.
So once somebody hit me and say, yo, my boy, bah, 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 and somebody hit her say, Jazz, bah, bah, bah,
y'all believe
in it. So it messed up our friendship.
Yeah.
And ultimately it was like, it was no foundation. It was nothing to stand on. The house was rocky. It fell.
That's some lesbian.
That's some lesbian.
Let me ask y'all, why do people say that? That would happen with a man and a woman.
Nah, but lesbians just, you just said that was my best friend. Have you ever met a man and that be your best friend in a month? No.
Exactly. Could be like an emotional connection with women.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That we do feel like, I never been with a man or in a relationship with a man to be like, damn, we just connected right away or whatever.
Right.
But I do feel like women, it connects on that friendship, but since like the emotional bond, you feel like, yo, you literally like, yo, I feel like I know you all my life.
That's how I
But for
feel.
real, you only knew them for a month, and there's so much that happened in their life that you don't know about. So,
and see, I have. So, you can finish.
so it's like when you put it out there, like this is. I feel like I know her for life. People like, you don't know her.
You don't know her like I know her. Did she tell you about this?
Exactly.
Did she tell you about this?
Like, damn.
And while you're learning her, then you can't help but to judge a little bit. I can.
So y'all were like U-Haul lesbians. You know about that term?
Yeah, but we didn't. I know all the terms. Okay?
So y'all were U-Haul lesbians.
To me, it's not a moment.
Yeah.
It's my life. And I think that's also why we disconnected. And I'm going to be 100 with y'all because I rock with y'all and I've never said this. I feel like she pandered to a community, right? And I say that to say, even though she came out, right? We've all done things when we're 18, 16, 17, 18. We've experimented, but that doesn't make it your lifestyle. Right. I've had to sit my mom down, my sister down and say, I don't think I'm going to be with a man. I've been with men. And if the right man comes along, I'll appreciate that. I'll honor that. I'll say it's sent from God. But as of right now, that's not what I'm looking for. And I think what she did was we were a hot item. And it made sense for where she was at. But I don't think it was her lifestyle.
Gotcha.
And I stand on that. Because right now she's with a man. Which is totally fine.
Yeah.
But pander might be a harsh word. I don't want her to call me, but
she gonna call you regardless.
She gonna call me, but I've never said that. I'm keeping it 100 with you because that's how I felt for the longest. I was like, I think I was just something like
It's new.
It was hot. Yeah, it was hot. It was new. It was fresh. I do think we were friends. I'll never discredit that. We were best friends.
Yeah.
But it wasn't someone she saw her life with. And I think she should have been honest and said, I don't know if down the line this is going to work, but I love where we are now. Because I've had women tell me that. Straight women tell me that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold up, y'all. If you want to watch this full episode, you got to subscribe to our Patreon now.
That's right. Head over right now, patreon.com/the No Homo Show, and make sure you subscribe.
Let's get it.